this little Johnson's gonna be a beast when we get done. We're putting a floor in above the water line so that it'll be self-bailing. We'll cut big open parts in the transom back here to let water free flow out. Because the floor is going to be here and the seats are higher than that, we'll take and cut like a little cove out of each seat on each side, so that if water were to come in here, it'd run down beside each seat and out the back. Gas tank will go in this seat. We'll cut us an access hatch like this. We'll put batteries on either side for a trolling motor, GPS, running lights, flounder gigging lights. We're talking about putting a casting platform on the front, use a cooler in the back as a seat, and a poling platform. We're gonna cut the transom open, pull all the wood out, and then pour it full of a ceramic transom material. Be pretty much bulletproof at that point. There's nothing left on this boat that can rot. So that's the plan with the boat. We're gonna be able to get the whole floor system out of this one piece of Coosa, so that's nice. Yeah, I'll keep you updated as stuff continues on. So when you're trying to do something symmetrical, it's best to put in a center line and make your measurements off of that. So what I did here was the widest point, like this was pretty much square, this was pretty much square, but then this is clearly curved on either side. So the widest point here was 41.5 inches. So you divide that by 2 and put you a center line. So I marked out a square that's 35 by 41.5, divided the 41.5 by 2 and put a center line down it. All right, so then when I measure this up here, I divide it by 2 and put it to either side of that center line. And then I come down and measured halfway and halfway, and then measured across. And that gives you your width kind of midways of your curve. And then you use something that's flexible, but that will bend pretty much evenly. I used this, so you just bend it to the shape you need and mark it. If you have an extra person to do your marking while you hold it, that helps. So I've got all of my pieces marked out on this piece of Coosa board. It's like a foam cord composite. Won't rot. It's really easy to work with. It's expensive, but it's really, really nice stuff. Getting this piece kind of fit in. I've nipped the corners on all 4 sides, and I've actually already shaved a little off of each side here. You kind of just have to start putting it in there. You know, I cut it square with the dimensions that I had, and then, you know, nothing in a boat is perfect, so once you get it cut, you start putting it in, seeing where it's tight, shaving it off, start getting it to where it fits. So right now that side looks pretty good. We're hitting right here, so I'll come back, shave this off a little bit until it starts to lay down in there. I'm probably gonna have to shave a little here and shave a little here from where they laid the glass to attach in all of the seat and everything. So yeah, I'll check back in after I've shaved all this stuff off and got it kind of fitted in there, and show you kind of what it's gonna look like once we get it all finished up. All right, so I shaved this little bit here off. I've got it starting to drop down in there, but just want to show you a little bit about checking things and how to adjust to make sure they're fitting in there right. I'm tight here, but I'm loose here. So that means this thing needs to shift like this. To make that happen, I'm loose a little bit back here, but I'm tight in this corner. So if I take a little bit out of this corner, that'll let this side go that way, which will let this whole panel shift this way. So I'm gonna take some out of that corner and then try it again. All right, so we're tight here, then we got a gap, and then we're tight over there. Take your pencil and set it up beside it. And now you got 2 different widths. You can go this way or you can go this way. This way pretty much lines up with that gap. So if I just run my pencil all the way down the edge of the seat, it gives me a line that I need to cut off. All right. All right, and then that'll bring that back tight to there, which will bring this back and let it sit down where it needs to. All right, so we got the panels roughed out. They're not in there all level and everything. I'm gonna put some stringers down. That'll be in the next episode, but the floor is cut to size. It is dangerous. So that's kind of the layout, what you got. This gets us up above the water line. We'll take and cut out some of this section here, reinforce this section here, and then cut out some of that section there. So you'll have a trough through here, a trough through here. Water comes over the bow, through this trough, and out these big open portholes in the back. So can't sink it. All of that under there will be sealed up. We'll put some flotation foam in certain spots so that even if you crack the hull, the boat will still stay floating. Kicking around ideas of putting in a hatch either up here or back here for a live well. Got to think about it, how it would affect the boat, the way it handles, you know, the weight of the water. I have water in there anyways if I'm taking a 5-gallon bucket with bait in it, so The advantage to the 5-gallon bucket is I can move it around the boat, so it helps me ballast the boat so that it rides good. So just got to kick it around a little bit, think about it. But yeah, this is the basics of what she's gonna look like. Probably next week I'll show you how I make some stringers to go through here to help support the floor. We'll cut this transom open, start getting all of the rotten wood out of it, getting ready to replace that. I might have enough Kusa here to put in there instead of doing the ceramic. Might as well use it if I got it. Depends on how the stringers turn out and how I decide to brace the floor. Really, as long as I give it a ledge there and a ledge there to sit on, the sides give it a good ledge because it starts to cave under there. I might not need any stringers. Just glass it good around the edges. Give it a lip underneath to sit down on. But yeah, kind of design as you go. This is the first one I've done like this. So